Howdy guys, I did a post on Twitter yesterday and I saw that there was some interest in me doing a video about how I used Cosmic Ghost Rider in the newest Alliance War showcase for the left side specifically, and also the first two fights of course. So I figured I would throw this together. Now I've already done this path off recording and all of that, so that means for this video I will be doing it again, so I would really appreciate it if you pressed like, commented, shared, subscribed, all of that stuff, because I will be using some items to illustrate how your run may go depending on what you bring. Now for the purposes of this video I have a rank 5 ascended Cosmic Ghost Rider with the recoil masteries and all of that. There are no crazy synergies happening, and I am not running any boosts. However, I do strongly recommend boosting because this is, a top tier Alliance War showcase, and you should, this is endgame content, you should probably be boosting. There are a couple fights that Cosmic Ghost Rider is not the best for on the left side, so I would suggest watching this guide in full before going and trying to follow along. And I would suggest that your Cosmic Ghost Rider is at least rank 3 of any rarity. You could do a 5-star rank 3 if you wanted to, if that's your best option. But yeah, I would recommend at least a rank 3 or above of any rarity, just so you have enough combat power rate to pull off his basic rotation. Now, I am also going to do this video with the assumption that you have a basic understanding of Cosmic Ghost Rider's Special 2 rotation. There's nothing too fancy going on in this video as far as what rotations I'm using. I'm not doing anything crazy. It's just some basic Special 2 stuff, so don't worry about that. However, there are a couple things that do make Cosmic Ghost Rider slightly less safe and guaranteed to nuke the defenders before they have a chance to do anything. As per usual, the main thing is the node that's active. I forget what it's called, but I will probably put it on the screen. It makes your stuns passive, kind of like the Magneto House of X pre-fight. So what this means is if you rely on the Pacify mastery to reduce the amount of power that the defender gains, such as I do, this will effectively not lessen the power that the defender gains while they're stunned, because your stuns are not debuffs, they're passives. So just bear in mind that when you are cycling Special 2s, you are probably going to need to rely on blocking and repairing more often, because you don't want your opponent to use specials. Alright, now that I am done yapping, we're going to actually get into the gameplay now. So, you want to start the fight by using a heavy attack. You want to do a 5-hit combo ending in a light attack, and then, ideally you want to do a 5-hit combo ending with the medium attack, but because you are giving the defenders more power than usual and cannot ensure that they will not gain their special one, there is a chance that they will use their special. So what happened there was that Cosmic Ghost Rider used his special one, and his special one is unblockable. So 3 things could have happened. I could have dexed it, and then my special 2 would not have done as much damage. I could have, blocked it and taken a bunch of chip damage, and potentially slowed down the fight. Or I could have gotten hit by it and died. So, technically I did the third one, but there is a 4th option, and it's called restart. And this is the only fight where I think you're gonna have a problem with that. Is there are a couple windows where the defender Cosmic Ghost Rider will use his special one, and if you get unlucky, that's okay. You just don't really want him to use his special one. You basically want to use your special 2 before he uses his special one. So try to get that stand-up intercept after your heavy attack, and make sure you are holding block so that he hopefully doesn't use his special one, and get those reparries in. That way you are able to get your vigilance in and launch your special 2. Now there is a node, you'll see an indestructible passive on a timer. When that timer is up, he will gain a indestructible. What you want to do is parry and the indestructible will go away. So you can time this right. If you are a little slow getting that special 2 off, then it may happen while Cosmic Ghost Rider is indestructible, and then the entire fight and rotation will have been for nothing, and in that case you're going to want to restart. But I think this is the only fight where you're going to have like a genuine problem with that, because there's not really a way to kind of get out of range of that special 1. So yeah, just get that special 2 in. You might need to retry a few times, that's okay. But I'm just including that clip in there so that you can see me fail and understand that like this is RNG. Because of that passive stun, you're not reducing the amount of power that the defender gains due to the pacify mastery. So your guaranteedness to shut up the opponents before they can react is not really a thing here. So that safety net's not there. You just gotta adjust a little bit. You just gotta react accordingly. And the way that you react to the defender Cosmic Ghost Rider being able to launch his special 1 is to just press the restart button and try again. Now, all things considered, that Cosmic Ghost Rider fight is not that bad. This Deathstrike can be kind of intimidating because she has a node that will basically stop you from gaining your buffs, which is why you're going to want to make sure you squeeze this power gain in as quickly as you can and make sure you get it. Now, you see me getting vigilance there, and then waiting to launch my special 2. Make sure you do that. That way she eats the vigilance and she does not eat your precision and your cruelty. And then just get out of the way of her specials, bait heavies if you need to, and then just retaliate. You're going to be fine. It's a pretty easy fight, all things considered, but it could go down pretty quickly, could go downhill pretty quickly rather, if you allow her to use buffet on your precision buff, because that also will prevent you from inflicting 5 judgments, and in turn you will not power lock her, and you could give her too much power, and just overall ruin your damage. So if you are about to do your heavy light ending combo, medium ending combo, special 2, if her buffet timer is not inactive, then make sure you use vigilance to consume that and then throw your special 2. But you can't do it right out of the combo because she will count both the vigilance activation and your special 2 usage as the same, and she will get rid of all 3 of your buffs. So just be aware of that. As far as Vision Aarkus goes, this isn't a terrible fight for CGR, but you do ideally want him awakened. Sig 1 is perfectly fine. What the awaken does is it will fate seal Vision Aarkus when you reach 5 judgments, which will get rid of his power gain and in turn stop you from taking frostbite damage and removing his power gain, which is really good. So you're going to want to bait special 1s, make sure you parry appropriately. That passive stun is going to help you out quite a bit, because Vision Aarkus has a chance to shrug off debuffs, and that's not going to happen with your passive stuns. It's a pretty quick fight, just bait special 1s. You can parry the last hit if you want to, just make sure you don't dex it. You can get out of range pretty easily, and yeah, it's not that bad of a fight. Just don't bait special 2 and try to get that damnation up as quick as you can. That way you are not taking too much damage from the cold snap. Now we've got Iron Man Infinity War, and you are going to see me fail on this fight a couple times. Just a good thing to include so you know maybe what not to do. But Cosmic Ghost Rider is not terrible against this, so the first thing you don't want to do is what happened right there. You do not want to delay your heavy attack off of a parry. So maybe don't delay your heavy attacks because the defenders have masteries, and one of those masteries is stand your ground, which allows them to resist your heavy attacks with I believe a 50% chance. And they can parry your heavies and really screw you up. So yeah, don't delay your heavies, don't hesitate. Also, don't drop your block like I did there. I don't know what was happening here, but yeah, good thing to watch out for. I did kind of delay that heavy there as well, but yeah, you're going to want to knock him down so that you can remove the protection and you can get that fury. Basically want to use your standard rotation here. Also, don't try to punish his heavies like I do several times, and that makes me take a lot of damage, like right there. Really cool. And also, you kind of don't want him to use Special 1, but if he does, since it's unblockable, just go ahead and dex it if he uses it, and then go for your Special 3. Try to use your Special 3 with the most amount of judgments that you reasonably can, that way your Fury buff from your Special 3 lasts for a long time. And yeah, just knock him down again. You can see I go for power gain, I'm going to use my relic, I'm going to do a medium ending combo, and I'm going to launch my Special 2, and it's going to do a lot of damage. So, I mean, it's a bit of a messy fight, but you can get a lot of control out of it, and just maybe play it slow. You can see me kinda wait for the armor ups to get out of there, and then I tried to punish another heavy attack, and luckily that killed him. But I was very much about to die there, so again, don't punish his heavy attacks, he goes unstoppable during them. Now, Spot is not terrible. It can go downhill pretty quick, but if you just try to get the standard rotation in as quickly as possible, the Vigilance will make sure that you do not miss your attacks. I am healing up quite a bit here, so press the like button, please. And yeah, you're going to see here, I go for the heavy attack immediately, and I go for a light ending combo. I get that perfect stand-up intercept. You don't have to get it, but it does help because you won't need the parry. I do the medium ending combo, and then I launch my Special 2. It does a buttload of damage. I am going to beta heavy right there to keep him from using his special, and then I'm going to bait another heavy. I'm going to go in with a light ending combo. I'm going to use my relic, and then he's going to drop right there. So that was a pretty quick fight. It's not terrible. And also note, I'm just taking a lot of damage from recoil and stuff. Now, here's Void, and you really don't want to fight Void with CGR, especially if you are running, what's it called, Liquid Courage. It's just really not a good time for CGR with all the power sting and all of that, but I'm going into this just to kind of illustrate how ugly of a fight this is for Cosmic Ghost Rider, and how badly you really need to bring a different counter for this fight is, at least, because he's gaining so much power, his specials last so long, so I'm taking all this damage, he's wasting my time on my buffs, he's wasting time on power snack, and overall I'm just like dropping like a fly. It's crazy. It's just a bad mixture of things. It's the long special ones. He takes forever. He's, wasting time on that power snack and all of that stuff. So just bring a different counter to this fight. You don't have to bring Herc. I brought Herc because I'm lazy and not creative enough, and I think my skill roster is kind of lacking. But yeah, you can see I'm doing Herc things here, and we're just gonna Herc it down. I'm gonna fast forward this, but yeah. Bring a counter to this fight. Bring like a Purifier or something, or I mean, you can just try to Herc it, that's fine. Next up, we got Shuri, and I think Cosmic Ghost Rider's okay for this fight. You might want to bring a different option, but he can do like a decent amount of damage, if not solo it. To be honest, I screwed up a few times doing this, and I don't fully understand what went wrong, because to be entirely honest with you, I wasn't really paying attention to the nodes. She deals a lot of damage into your block, and conflictors happening, I believe, so my buff access is not as good. Overall, just kind of a messy fight for CGR, but he can do some work on it. especially with his miss counter with that vigilance. He can get around her falter and all that stuff. Not falter, but her miss, you know what I mean. And yeah, I don't really have any notes about this one. It's the same kind of power snack situation that you want to avoid as much as you reasonably can. And yeah, I mean, it's a fight. Now, here is the most important part of this quest, is when you get to the character select screen, you probably want to make sure that Cosmic Ghost Rider is alive. That way you can swap him out, because he is absolutely terrible against Thing, and I doubt that anyone in your team is worse against Thing than Cosmic Ghost Rider. Like, I'm sure you can do the matchup. You know, I'm sure there's some crazy person out there who's gonna get that solo. Not me. Yeah, just bring a skill champion. I'm gonna show an almost Kushala solo that I'm pretty happy with while I finish yapping up this video. She's not a bad counter for this either. You just want to use special toots. But yeah, bring an actual counter to this fight. Make sure you swap CGR out. Make sure that he is alive. That way you can swap him out. You cannot swap out knocked out champions. But yeah, overall, left side isn't terrible. You can CGR most of it. This Thing boss though, just a couple tips. Make sure you parry him often. That way you can get rid of the indestructible. Keep an eye on his charges at all times. But yeah, Kushala is not bad against this fight. He gets a lot of those buffs, so her, her soul barb is really good here. Although Thing's heavy attack is very scary, so you know, I'm gonna panic a few times, and I almost get the solo. I'm really sad that I didn't get it. Yeah, bring an actual counter to Thing, and that should be good. So yeah, if this was helpful, please do me a favor by gently pressing that like button. It didn't do anything to you. Let me know if you want a guide on the right side. I haven't done it yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And yeah, let me know like what teams you used for this or whatever. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. Take care and farewell.